Hi, and welcome to a Drafthouse Diary for Wednesday, June 19th, 2024, when I came out here to the Alamo Drafthouse at Littleton's Aspen Grove and brought with me Ian.
Hello!
My son and my co-host for the Intermillennium Media Project podcast. And this is going to be a brief Drafthouse Diary because the subject matter is once again going to be part of the Intermillennium Media Project podcast. Because we came out here to see Furiosa, a MAD MAX saga.
The movie told us, witness me, and we're like, okay.
Okay, we came to witness you.
We came to witness you, absolutely.
On the podcast, by the way, we are talking about the original 3 Mad Max movies, and there will be a special bonus on our Patreon about Fury Road and Furiosa.
That's right. You get a little tiny sneak preview of what we're doing beyond Thunderdome. Yes, got one in there.
I couldn't resist.
Couldn't resist.
But we do want to, of course, document this Drafthouse Diary, this trip to the Alamo Drafthouse, and so brief impressions of the movie. What's your take?
It was formatted a little unexpectedly, with much more, well, definite chapter sections in a way that I was not expecting compared to most of the other, and something you don't see in a lot of movies nowadays. It had almost more of a compiled episodes feeling, like a script that was somewhere in between a movie and a TV show at times.
Yeah, I think that, and we'll talk about this in more detail, but the Mad Max movies built up over time, and very much in Fury Road, became more and more fable-like. And I use that term a lot when talking about movies, but it became very much about stories of mythical characters. Furiosa took another step, and the way it was structured, the way it was shot, the pacing of it, it was almost like they were trying to be scriptural.
I was going to say more fairy tale-like.
Okay.
I will say the use of CGI in this one is a little heavier.
It is.
And some of those moments add an element of unreality to the excessively gritty reality that the other movies have shown. And the fact that this one pulls so much comparison to the back to rusted bolts of Fury Road makes that contrast even sharper.
So here's my very brief general impression of the movie, my reaction to the movie. I was disappointed. I was not impressed. I think this was the least impressive of the Mad Max movies that I've seen. The least impressive Anya Taylor-Joy performance that I've seen, and usually she is brilliant. And it's more about what she was given to work with than anything about her performance per se. So what was your impression? Positive, negative?
My impression was this is a fine movie that is suffering under the weight of now being connected to a brand that is solidifying identity.
Right.
When all the previous instances were fluid, dynamic, and able to add what they felt they needed. This one is restrained by its past, which is an odd, interestingly poignant parallel to its character. And it is a story that holds up better if you know nothing of the Mad Max franchise than if you know anything of it at all.
Yeah, it was very limited by the fact that it is a prequel, and there's a certain grim inevitability about a prequel, especially to a prequel to a movie like Fury Road. Every other Mad Max movie, including Fury Road, had a sense of novelty. They were connected, but there was something brand new. This one didn't have the freedom to give us very much that was brand new, so it was bogged down. In general, I was disappointed. I wouldn't mind more Mad Max movies, but I want them to have the freedom to be new again.
Absolutely.
Other parts of our trip to the Alamo, the pre-show was custom made for this movie, and a lot of it was predictable. We got some silent shorts and cartoons involving cars and action stunts. Toward the end of the pre-show was a Harold Lloyd bit, a very famous Harold Lloyd bit with motorcycles and cars, but set to rock music.
Yeah.
In between, there were trailers for things like The New Barbarians and what was the other one? The Last Warrior. It was a German trailer for the very 80s movie, American movie, The Last Warrior.
And I feel like they searched a lot of their stuff for motorcycle because there was so much, anything with a motorcycle, they really leaned in on that, and that worked for this, I will
It
say.
did. I was a little surprised, a little disappointed we didn't get a previously on Mad Max. But then thinking about it, that wouldn't necessarily make sense for this franchise because all the episodes are so loosely connected.
Yeah.
We also got some musical performances that were simultaneously the most 80s and the most Italian things I have ever seen on screen.
Oh, goodness.
We did get some food. I got the chicken Caesar salad once again. It's a go-to and it was very good.
I got my go-to, which is the cauliflower buffalo bites, which are excellent.
One thing that we tried for the first time, though, was the truffle herb Parmesan popcorn. Don't think we have tried that before.
I don't think so.
It was very good. I enjoyed that.
It was very good. It suffered from things that, cheeses like Parmesan have an issue with popcorn. They sink to the bottom. So this was really seasoned on top and really seasoned on the bottom. There was some kind of plain popcorn in the middle.
Yep.
I wished we had a way to toss it better to coat, but it was great.
It was, yeah.
I will also note a lot more people sitting towards the back of the theater this time.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that more and more on the times I get to join you, and of course, my dad here has been to many more. But it tells me that if you're looking for to get to an Alamo show, you might be able to get a seat closer, but not as close as you'd worry at some of these, because a lot more front, or not completely front row, but second row kind of seats are still open.
Yeah, that's one benefit of the way that the Alamo auditoriums are designed and the way the seating is spaced. I have sat in the first and second row for screenings and had no problem. It's not a neck craning experience. You're still back well enough from the screen that if there's a movie you want to see and all you can get is like the second row, don't hesitate. Give it a shot.
The concept you might have in your head about where is good and where isn't good sitting at a more standard theater don't apply as much. And you can kind of take advantage of the fact that everyone else is thinking along the standard theater mindset when they're booking their seats here too.
The staff was very good, very friendly, very efficient. We've been having very good service here at Aspen Grove on recent visits.
Absolutely.
So thank you very much for joining us for this Drafthouse Diary. If you did enjoy this, please click that like button. And if you want to make sure you see more of these, click subscribe. But most important, thank you for joining us. I'll be back with more soon. And in the meantime, enjoy your movies. And when you do, stay till the end of the credits.